Hello, sports fans. Welcome to the final OU football preview show. I'm Rick Heath. With me, Noble McIntyre. Noble, the football season's over with, and we have a national champion, LSU. And what a magical season they had.
I mean, they had a great year. I went out and watched them beat OU. I didn't expect that the game was going to go the way it did, and I thought based on that they would perform really well last night, and sure enough they did. I mean, they ran the table and beat everybody.
You know, and they did. They beat everybody in front of them. And, you know, as much as, and we talked about this before we got on the air, the recency bias. I mean, you have a tendency to go, wow, that last game I saw, that was the greatest game ever.
Right.
Well, upon further review or further reflection, well, it'll take that before you can really put this LSU season in total perspective. But golly, they beat seven of the top 12 teams on their way to the national
They did. I mean,
championship.
we do hear that every year. Every year a team goes undefeated and runs the table. All the announcers and Facebook blows up with, this is the best team we've ever seen. They said it about Ohio State, Alabama, Clemson, Oklahoma, Miami, and now they're saying it about LSU. Are they the greatest team? Nobody is. They're just the greatest this year, and this year they dominated.
They did, you know, and you know, I'm not a big Coach O fan, you know. I mean, he had his way of doing things.
Yep.
I didn't quite agree with it, but you can't disagree with it now. He put the offense together, and they always have had good athletes. They just didn't have anybody that could throw the ball. He goes from 16, Joe Burrows goes from 16 touchdown passes last year to winning the Heisman this year and setting a FBS record with 60 touchdown passes in 1 year.
You know, you got to wonder about the kid. He couldn't even get the starting job at Ohio State, and he comes and wins the Heisman at LSU. I think if we would have gone to Vegas and bet on him before the season started, I think he's probably 100-1 odds.
Yeah.
That would have been a good bet.
It would.
But here he is. He just dominated, had a great year, and he'll probably go number one in the draft.
He will be the number one draft pick next year for the NFL this April when they draft, and we'll see if he can do it in the NFL, but he certainly did it this year in college. Hey, we're talking OU football preview show. Last of the season, championship game, final season show right here with Noble McIntyre, Ricky. We'll be right back.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of try it before you buy it.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle queso, caramelized hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic draft. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eskridge Honda, we go the Eskridge Mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eskridge Mile. Online at eskridgehonda.com.
And welcome back. Rick Heath, Noble McIntyre with OU football
preview show. It's not a preview show. It's a review show right now.
There you go.
Talking about what happened this year, and we'll talk OU in just a little bit, but I want to talk a little bit further. Joe Burrow set the record. LSU also led the country in offense, which is remarkable because LSU's been known forever as having a stagnant offense, and that's what's always held them back. And they won 2 national championships in the 2000s in spite of their offense. But Joe Burrow's is something different, you know. I mean, he showed that he has the poise, he has the arm, he has the ability. I loved watching him being able to drop the ball over and in between defenders.
I mean, I loved it this game. I didn't love it the game before.
I didn't when he did it against OU.
This game, it really is remarkable. You know, if you go back to the OU game, I'd never seen a team score 7 touchdowns in 8 offensive possessions and a half before. Yeah. And OU had a 29th ranked defense. So I knew he was going to do really well in this game. I was a little surprised by the slow start. But, boy, when they turned it on, they turned it on.
You know, and so, you know, as we said earlier, you know, you look at this season that they've had. You know, they beat number 2 Clemson, number 4 Georgia, number 7 OU, number 9 Alabama, number 10 Florida, number 14 Auburn. That's a pretty good march.
I got to believe that's probably the toughest strength of schedule in the country.
Yeah, you know, and so that's it. They earned it. There was nothing, you know, you didn't win one game, which is the national championship game, and all of a sudden win the championship. They earned this one.
Yeah, yet they only beat Texas by 7, and Texas is terrible.
Well, yeah, and we look at it and go, wow, Texas hung up 500 yards on them. You know, and you look at it, and yet you had to believe that was, you know, the defense getting better as the season went on because they certainly played well against OU. OU's offense didn't do very well against LSU. Clemson's offense with, you know, undefeated quarterback Trevor Lawrence, they didn't do very well against LSU. So, you know, obviously they got a little bit better. And what I was totally surprised with was they were Joe Burrow's and the LSU offense was able to do it on Brent Venables' defense.
Yeah, it really was impressive what they were able to do. But, you know, they just had a great team, a magical season, a great quarterback, and all the pieces came together. And sometimes that happens.
And, you know, it happens this year, and we'll have a chance to talk about this for years and years to come about how it was. But the good news about this for college football, it got a new champion. And much as I hate the SEC, They cemented their place as the best conference in the nation for football. And, you know, and who are they going to have next year? Who cares?
Right.
You know, because they had that one magical season. Are they going to get another Joe Burrows? Probably not.
No, they're probably going to be a 5-loss team next year.
Yeah, you know.
Running the gauntlet of the SEC.
Yes.
But, hey, you know what? They had this year.
Hey, they had this year, and they can brandish that for a long time. And all those people down in New Orleans last night were out there in mass celebrating that victory.
You know, they're not nice to their opponents.
They're not nice,
So
period.
You know, in some regards, had Oklahoma beat Kansas, we would have probably had the 2 or 3 seed. We would have played one of the other teams, probably would have won, and then we'd have been down there getting beat in New Orleans and had to deal with those LSU fans.
And that I didn't want under any circumstance. That I refused to go back down there and be a part of that. 2004 was bad enough when they won 21-14 against OU.
I don't know how they always schedule their championship years when it's a home game.
I know, you know, and that's the thing about it. They had a thing last night on TV about, you know, how the teams that won on their home field, so to speak. And LSU's done that twice.
No, 1959, they played Clemson in same place, New Orleans, and beat Clemson that year.
Oh, okay.
3 of their 4 championships have been in New Orleans.
Well, that's a home crowd, obviously. So that's another reason why I don't like LSU. Just put that in the list right there, the reasons why I don't like LSU in the SEC. But it was always nice to watch Nick Saban on the sideline just talking about it and not playing in the game.
Oh, yeah, that was great. I mean, for the first time in a long time, Alabama was completely out of the mix. Now, Oklahoma and Alabama are the teams that have been to the Final Four the most of anybody. So, Alabama's always there.
Yeah.
Was tired of it.
Yeah, and, you know, and OU's going to have to win a playoff game before they get that stigma of they can't get it done. You know, the team that can get there, but they can't get it done. And I'm going to stop voting for them because, you know, and that's what you're hearing nationally. And that's what, as an OU fan, that's what kind of gigs you a little bit, is that because they got beat so bad, you know, it makes you get downgraded. But look what LSU did to the top-rated,
Look, we
Clemson
we only
defense.
lost to them by 7 more points than Georgia lost to them.
Yeah.
I mean, yes, we got beat badly. There's no getting around it. But they beat everybody badly this year.
And that, more power to them. Billy Tubbs said, if you don't like getting beat, get better.
Yep.
OU needs to get better.
Yep.
They know it. Alex Drench knows his defense has got to get better. Lincoln Riley knows his offense has got to get better. And so they're back to work right now trying to make the OU team in 2020 better than it was in 2019. And we're going to talk about that when we come back with Rick Heath, Noble McIntyre, right here with the final OU football preview show. And coming up next is Dr. Michael Padilla from the Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of try it before you buy it.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44 exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle queso, caramelized hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic draft. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eskridge Honda, we go the Eskridge Mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eskridge Mile. Online at eskridgehonda.com.
Okay. You ready, sir?
Ready.
Okay, here we go. In 3, 2, 1. We're here with Dr. Michael Padilla of Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center. Dr. Padilla, college football is just ended a grueling 5-month-long season that takes a toll on these young athletes. The injuries, the stress on their muscles, all these things. How important is it for them to now be able to have a healing process or a rejuvenation process, a regeneration process of their bodies?
It's very important. Obviously, outside of, devastating acute injury, to a knee or shoulder, spine, head injury, anything like that's going to keep them out for a long period of time. As these athletes accumulate these kind of nagging overuse injuries, ankle sprains, muscle strains, things like that they try to rehab during the season and try to get through, but they can't. They try to put it off until the off season, and that's kind of when they're going to recuperate from this. And really, it's all about rest, making sure you're sleeping well, making sure you're eating well. One thing I always counsel at this point, these collegiate athletes, they're specialized, right? They're not doing basketball, football. They're not doing year-round stuff, really. They're training year-round.
High school, high school, perhaps.
High school, there's always something, and then in high school, and even younger than that, you're more prone. these younger athletes are more prone to doing these year-round, basketball, year-round baseball. They're on travel teams, things like that. I always counsel patients to, you got to let the body rest. There's actually studies out there that show that that athletes that cross-train, that take time off from their sport, they have a less chance of having an injury as they get further in their career than ones that specialize early, the ones that do the year-round sports. They did an NBA study that said that the athletes that were more likely to miss sports or miss time off from significant injury were the ones that played travel ball year-round. So it's very important to let your body rest, to not do anything really. Lift weights, maybe do some cross-training, pull work, jogging, things like that. But rest is very important. Sleeping well, eating well, all that stuff is really important.
And the college athletes these days are, the nutrition side of it is so important. And that's a part that, they have nutrition experts on every staff, and they make sure they get the intake that they need. But it's also important, as you just said, they have to let their body heal.
Absolutely.
And this off season is for that. And so after, say, they've let their body start healing, now they're looking at, okay, we need to off-season conditioning. How important is it to start slow and build up?
It's very important, and these all these collegiate programs have these built into their programs. They have a period of rest where they don't want their athletes doing much, focusing on education. And then from there, they kind of build in these conditioning programs, these weightlifting. They all have weightlifting sessions they have to attend. And they have strength and conditioning coaches. They have nutritionists, like you said. And so they have these experts kind of built into their programs and their systems that help these athletes recuperate, and then when the time comes, get back into it slowly and gradually and get ready for the next season.
And that's a college athlete. Now, as you said, middle school, high school guys, they don't have that guidance all the time. So it's important for them to seek out some information, seek out some professionalism, like you here at Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center, so they know how to let their body heal, how to regenerate. So if you have questions about that, you can contact Orthopedic Sports Medicine Center, 10 locations throughout the state, and Dr. Michael Padilla can help you. Just contact them, and they can give you the information you need to help your athletes stay in good shape. That's going to do it. Thank you, Dr. Padilla.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Appreciate you.
All right.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle queso, caramelized hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic draft. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eskridge Honda, we go the Eskridge mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eskridge mile. Online at eskridgehonda.com.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of try it before you buy it.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44 exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle, queso, caramelized hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic draft. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature Smart Graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morfitmedical.com about Smart Graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eskridge Honda, we go the Eskridge mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eskridge mile. Online at eskridgehonda.com.
Welcome back. Rick Heath, Noble McIntyre, talking about the upcoming 2020 football seasons for OU and who they've got coming back, who they're losing. Looking at it, they're losing some very important players. They're losing 3 of the top defenders and 2 of the top offensive talents in the Big 12.
Yeah, you know, the defense did so much better this year, and you're right, we're losing some players that are pretty unbelievable, but we got some players that are young, we got some experience this year, and so they're going to be coming back as experienced players, and hopefully that translates. I think we can get past the linebacker position a little bit. We really got to get stronger in the secondary.
Well, the cornerbacks were okay, but the safeties were bad.
Right.
That was the biggest weakness, over the middle, getting those consistent 12, 14, 18-yard gains over the middle, and the safeties were sometimes in coverage and sometimes they were playing back so they didn't get beat deep.
Right.
Because, Grinch's philosophy was, we don't want to get beat deep. We're not going to get beat deep. If somebody goes by you, grab them. Do not let them get past you. I'd rather you get a penalty than get a touchdown scored over you. So we saw that a few times this year, but there's no getting around it. They have to get better talent on defense.
We just need some bigger, taller guys back there. I mean, it seems like we get these fast, short guys that can't go up against this new breed of wide receiver that's 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and we're at a disadvantage. And I think we're starting to recruit a little differently. I know last year we pulled some scholarship offers to some of those athletes that maybe don't fit the mold, and so hopefully that translates moving forward.
And one of the things that Alex Grinch does know he's got to get better at is up front. The defensive line. Last night, watching Clemson and LSU's defensive line play, you could tell they had exquisite talent on that defensive line. Big guys, mobile guys, strong guys. And Neville Gallimore, as good as he was undersized. Barely 6'2" and about 300. And he may play somewhere in the pros. I don't know. But there's nobody on the defense. And Alex Grinch got reamed for saying it out loud that I don't have anybody on my defense that's going to get drafted. A high draft pick.
Right.
Now, Kenneth Murray, he'll be a 4th or 5th rounder. Gallimore will be 7th or 8th rounder. Parnell Motley, he may test out to where he gets in the 4th or 5th round, but there's no first-round talent on that defense.
You're right. There's not. And, the fact that we're the 29th ranked defense helped a lot, but those are the same players that were on the 130th ranked defense. And so there's going to be a few that make it, but you're right, they're going to be late-round picks.
So they need to get some top-flight quality. Now they got the number 1 and number 3 defensive linemen from JUCO coming in this year.
Well, that'll help.
That helps a bunch.
That'll
These
help.
guys are big, they're strong. Now OU's got a history of bringing JUCO guys in and them not panning out because even though they are athletes, they're not to the point where they can make a difference at that level. But who knows? Maybe these guys come in. Maybe they are a difference maker. OU would love to have some defensive linemen that could, that you can rush 4 guys and get pressure on the quarterback.
It was frustrating to watch the LSU when we never got pressure on Burrows at all. And so, that would be great. And I hope we get there. The defense continues to be a sore spot and improve this year. It certainly helped us, go 12-1 and win every game in the Big 12, but it falls short in the Final Four.
Well, and Trey Norwood, we didn't know how much it was going to, be missed, but when you look back on it, he was that 3rd cornerback that could have helped a lot. When they only had 3 cornerbacks that could play, that hurt, because then you can't put anybody else in, and you got to rotate them. And so instead of having a 3rd cornerback on the slot guy, you've got to put somebody like Buki that's not qualified, or qualified. He's not quality enough to play on a slot receiver that's big time, And so you're out there trying to keep plugging holes in the dike with your finger, and another one pops loose over here.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened, and we just got exposed in that setting. And so, I agree. We've just got to get some better athletes, and they're working on it. I think we're going to have a top 10 draft class again this year, which he had the year before. He's still playing with some athletes.
And he's got a couple of 6'2 safeties.
Yeah.
6'2", 210, 6'2", 190, which are good size safeties coming in. And he's got a couple of redshirt freshmen that have played, that could have played this year, but they're not quite there yet, knowing the system. So, there's still some help on the way. Is it enough? We'll find out. On offense, I don't worry about the offense. Lincoln Riley and whoever he picks, Rattler or Tanner Mordecai, whoever's going to be the quarterback, which I think will be Rattler. He's got a tremendous arm, tremendous future. You've got Kennedy Brooks coming back, you got Trey Sermon coming back, Creed Humphreys coming back.
Haywood.
Hazelwood too. Hazelwood coming back. Charleston Rambo. Offense is going to be fine. When you got your 2 top rushers in Sermon and now Ramonde Stevens, who knows if he's even going to make it through the suspension. But if they get that rescinded a bit where it's not 6 games, maybe he can help. But the offense is going to be fine. I'm just worried about the defense. And Alex Grinch has his work cut out to go and improve that defense so that next year, 29th is a huge leap from 120th or whatever it was. Can they get in a top, 10 defense? I don't know. But if they do, OU can be a force to be reckoned with.
I agree. Now, the only way, obviously, to move up to the top 10 is a lot of teams are ahead of us degrade a little bit. Yeah. But anything's possible. We're the University of Oklahoma. We should be getting some of the best athletes in the country, and we've been there before. We can do it again. You got to remember, Clemson wasn't Clemson not very long ago.
Yes, they were.
And now look at them. Yeah. So it can be done.
It can be done, and hopefully it'll be done in 2020. Noah, it's been fun. Thank you very much, sir. We'll see you next year with more of the OU Football Preview Show.